The dark side of online dating. Online dating is a method a lot of people use, including myself, when seeking for my other half. There are many apps that provide the service. For me, it is the perfect method because I don't have to invest a lot of money or time to date someone. I have had many bad experiences online dating because of the distance, and also it is hard to understand what the other person wants to say because it's mostly based on texting. Distance is a test to see how far love can travel. My experience using online resources have been good because of the convenience of dating apps like Crush and Tinder, and how I get to make my own profile with a section to talk about myself. At my young age of 19 years old, there are many things that I want to experience as well as enjoy my life to the fullest before it's too late. It's also very easy to find a perfect match. This is one of the reasons why I used to date a lot of girls online. I felt lonely and I was not ready, and I was not very comfortable talking to girls. I prefer girls mostly because of their appearance other than anything else. One time when I was browsing through Tinder, I met this girl Vanessa, and we started texting and learning about each other. At first, we shared a lot of things in common, and this was the first time that I actually was thinking of a serious relationship. I knew what I was getting into. I know that I was getting into a long distance relationship, and I knew that it was going to be hard, but I still wanted to give it a try. After a little while, we decided that we wanted to start a formal relationship. I knew it was going to be hard because she lived in Spain, but I changed my mind, and I still wanted to date her. Our relationship went on for a couple of months, and everything was going great. I used to FaceTime her every day, and doing so was the most special moment of my entire day. I used to tell her everything about my day, and she used to tell me everything about her day. For the first time in a while, I felt alive. I felt more energy to accomplish my duties throughout my day, just like the movie You've Got Mail, directed by Nora Ephron. This is a movie that shows the struggle of online dating and how hard it really is maintaining a relationship. However, the internet is becoming more dangerous every day, and people have to understand that and be careful of who they talk to online. It relates to my story because it shows how difficult online dating is, especially when it is long distance. My best friend at the time was the nicest guy that I've ever met. I told him everything about her, and his advice was not to be with her because I knew that it was going to make me very sad in the end. He took the time to explain to me his experiences, and also he told me that he wanted me to be happy. However, there were many good choices around me that I would be better off with. But as always, I'm very stubborn, so I thank him for the advice. But in the end of the day, I'm the one making the decision. In the essay for a 30-year-old version, It's Now or Never by WAlmonte, she explains how difficult it was for her to find a partner because of her physical problems. So she decided to go see for someone online. Her experience was not the best because she ended up not liking the guy because he was a liar. In comparison, I've always been a very honest person. Most of the time, when it comes to relationships online, you never know what you're getting into, and it's more difficult because there's no physical interaction between the two people. After this, Vanessa decided to leave me to leave the guy because all he wanted was sex. She then realized that the best way to be happy is looking for someone else, for someone close that you met in person instead of online. After a long time thinking, I realized that Vanessa was acting like Almond, and she tried to use online dating apps because she didn't feel like she was good enough. But she's a very nice person, and we share many things in common. So I decided to take it to the next step because I really thought she was the one for me. I told her that I wanted to see her in person. She told me that it was going to be difficult. She also said that she was not ready because she's been through a lot with guys in the past, and also her dad was not going to let her hang out with me even if I go visit her. After that time, she started getting away from me slowly. We were not talking as much as before. She even told me that she did not have anything, that she did not have any time for me anymore. Soon after, I found another account of hers where she was posting photos with another guy. This was the moment when I realized that our relationship was over, and that online dating was alone, and long distance relationships were a waste of time. I spoke to her about the photos, and she told me it was over for us. She had found another man that she can spend time with and be happy at the same time. He was a better match than me because he lived in the same country, and her family and friends knew him. Shortly after, I started feeling very depressed to the point where I didn't want to go to work or school no more. In the article, first evidence that online dating is changing the nature of society by emerging technology from the ARXIV. A study was done by this company to learn the effects of online dating. This non-scholarly article shows how dating apps have increased and become so popular in the past few years. For more than 50 years, researchers have studied the nature of the networks that link other people to each other. Apps like Tinder, Sook, and Happen have rapidly increased for the past few years. Online dating has become the most popular way to interact with other people. This relates to me because I'm one of the many people that felt for this fiasco. When I went looking for my best friend after all this happened, because I knew that he was the only one that was going to be able to help me. Once again, I told him everything that happened with her. He said to me that the best thing to do was to forget about her and find someone closer. He also told me not to be sad about losing her because there are many women out there waiting to be loved. This time, I didn't hesitate to thank him again for the advice. I also told him that this time I was going to do as he said. In my own experience, online dating has been a bad idea because it brings a lot of complications to relationships. At the end of the day, online relationships are most likely to fail when two people are apart and don't share moments together physically. It is very difficult to maintain happiness. I realized that the best route to take when it comes to dating is to take it slowly and find someone that I can spend time with. It is easier to cheat on someone when they're thousands of miles away than when they're closer to home.